Welcome to 108 Gates. We're getting straight into it, to the Divine Feminine reading, and here we go. Wow, okay, really going there. So Divine Masculine is uploading. Very interesting, proactive, emotional well-being, emotional muscles being strengthened. How do we do that? When do we do that? What opportunities will be coming up to do that? So the Divine Feminine energy is very much so sprightly, spritzy, coming alive, coming to the point of ooh, okay, nice optimism and cooperation. But the one I keep seeing is this. So the heartbreak, the regrets, the resentment, all of that low vibe stuff from the past that's lingering. The masculine, the Divine Masculine doing certain energy work right now about not getting tangled up in the woe is me, not getting tangled up in the people putting self down, or people like draining the energy from self, pulling self out of that, staying quiet and moving forward methodically, strategically, decidedly, decisively. And then, so the Divine Feminine vibe is literally feeling as though this is becoming less and less of a concern. It's becoming less and less of an influence, which is great. Therefore, making more space for optimism and cooperation with the correct people, cooperating in the correct projects, in the correct manner. This isn't going to be easy for some, but for some, you're already there. You're already feeling the benefits. Now it's a matter of just going ahead and keep going the way you're going. Keep pushing forward. Keep gently pushing forward. And there you go. So you've got Judgment rising out of the ashes, rising above the situation, rising above the past shenanigans, rising above the past energies that held you locked down and in. Almost dismissive of what you needed. It was dismissive of what you needed. So we've got 9 of Wands here. The 9 of Wands showing it's okay. It's feeling as though it's not, the energy is feeling as though at least it's not the 9 of Swords. That's what's coming through. So you've got 3 swords from the heartbreak, and that at least it's not the 9 of Swords. So 9 of Wands, I'm seeing a particular manga card when she's balancing on 9 of Wands and going on the top of 9 of Wands, because she's learning to master it, learning to move forward in a very, very particular way. Because if she didn't know how to move along the next thing, she's going to fall. She's going to not be able to get along the path that she needs to get along. So it's being very strategic. It's being very conscious of what you're doing, being very conscious of who you're involving or not involving, being very conscious of focusing on the goal, focusing on where you're at, and then focusing on the next step. Very similar in that way to the Divine Masculine reading. And this one is more so of emotionally expanding yourself, emotionally going to new places that may have been scary at one time. They may have been impossible to even consider at one time. But right now, the vibe I'm getting with the Divine Feminine reading is she's out to go. She's out to make this a reality. Judgment, just pour more love into it. Follow the love, follow the stream of love, follow the river of love, follow the mountain of love, follow the smell of love, the taste of love, the vibe of love, the essence of love. Just follow the love. It really does feel like it's encapsulating the Divine Feminine. It's surrounding Divine Feminine vibe. Excuse me. Let's have a look at the chart. The chart is Venus 9 Scorpio. I was wondering, well, I know it's 9 Scorpio because I just looked at it earlier, but it's that thing of like Scorpio having really deep waters, deep still waters, and then this is feeling as though you're being nurtured from doing that. You're going into the deep dark depths of these emotions, but the thing is, you're doing it because you know you've got the support. On some level, you know you've got the correct support. You're no longer turning to the support that's just going to give you some fluff. Having a bad day, blah blah blah, talk to a particular person, oh, it'll be all right, oh, that's not what I need to hear. I need to hear practical, kind of like, this is, well, have you done this, have you done that, what do you do? Or just silence. Sometimes silence is stronger than trying to falsely appease people. So Fool is stepping up, stepping into a more confident version of being active, proactive. This is a kind of part of the fuel. So this is all an indicator of where not to go, of what hurt in the past, therefore don't do it like this again. It's not going to be wasted, basically. So all that resentment and regret and heartbreak now has a chance to be alchemized into something else. I don't know why I'm seeing that as alchemy, but I am. Judgment. Alchemizing it into somewhere else. There you go. We've got clarity of where, how, when, why, what, who, which. Interesting. Okay. Keep going. The clarity is coming in, indicating where there needs to be more equality. All right then. Equilibrium and equality. So that's equality. Equal opportunities. And that isn't about the bigger picture, like the male, female, masculine, feminine, external battle. This is equal opportunities for yourself, where you have not taken on a opportunity because you felt like you weren't good enough, or you were told that you shouldn't go for that. You should surrender everything that's actually worthwhile or good for you to someone else if they want it. They probably deserve it more than you. If you get in that vibe and you're understanding that vibe, it's that kind of sacrifice the lamb, where you have been the black sheep, where you have been the sacrificial lamb, where you have been the scapegoat. It's coming up, and it's going to be, you either fall on your knees and cry and let it out, or you've already done the falling on your knees and cry and let it out, and now you're rising. Or it's going to be even more falling on your knees, crying and rising more. Either way, it's that kind of vibe. This is no longer going to be bringing you down. It's going to be either a sense of release or relief from it, therefore coming up, or a more coming up to release and relieve yourself from. Relieve yourself from. Going within. This can't be done by someone else. It has to be done by you. You have to go to those thoughts. You have to go to those emotions. You have to go to those truths and the realizations of what's really going on. If you keep yourself in denial, you'll feel it pinching. Sorry, got a... So those of you who are already there and you're at the judgment point and just pouring love into it, keep going. The clarity's coming in, the equality's coming in, the knowing that this is just for me, this is me time, this is me focusing on this. I can't handle this and that. Therefore, I'm making sure I'm steadying myself first in this new terrain, in this new space, in this new way of being. So really, really respecting that and focusing on that. The other part of it, if you're stuck here, that's going to be awkward. Well, let's see what we got for that. So let's move this over here. This is all moving forward, knowing where we're going, knowing what we're doing. But for some reason, there's some people that are stuck here. Whatever the reason is, it's okay. It's more to do with... sorry, one moment.